COVID-19 has been at the tip of everybody's tongues for a few months now, and it is a disease that is new to basically the entire world. So we've been learning something new for the past few months, and it has been our responsibility as parents to share this information with our children. This new information, or what the semblance that we understand of the disease, with our children. So today we're going to be discussing how we have explained COVID-19 and its effects and what it has been to us and how it has changed our lives, to our children. So ladies, I'd like us to have a discussion on, if I asked your children today about COVID-19, what would they tell me?
Interesting, actually. Interesting. Mine definitely know that COVID-19 kills, like that is a standard. COVID-19 kills. They also know that it's from China. Now, interestingly, like my elder to know. However, Fatizan, who gives a lot of attention to detail. So for him, COVID has been something he needs to pay attention to and get to learn more about. The other day, interestingly, because I just started work a few days ago. So when I woke up in the morning and told him I was going to work, he came to me and asked, "Oh, Mommy, you're going to work. Has COVID-19 gone? Because I thought you're stuck home until COVID-19 goes." And he wept and cried. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to pray for you." I'm like, "Why? Okay, why? What do you think of COVID-19? He said, "I know that it kills." Yes. Oh, I just brushed off the tear off him. I told him, "No, I'm not going to die." Because he said, "I'm going to pray for you because I'm afraid that you're going to die if you go out." And yet COVID-19 is still in existence. So it was so sweet. I'm like, oh. And another scenario is like a few days in the lockdown, I would go and take a walk. So you know when you cover yourself with a mask, somehow your nose is suffocated and you tend to pull it down to the mouth of it's there, but it's not even covering the nose. He screamed and said, "Mommy, cover the nose." He saw me walking out of the gate. He's like, "Mommy, cover the nose. You can't go out without covering the nose." He used to love noodles. But I think he got to know that they were from China.
Oh my word.
So after a while, he hadn't eaten noodles in a long time. So after a while, I go to buy noodles. I'm like, "Oh, Fatah, I bought your favorite." He's like, I can't even eat noodles. Those are from China. Take away your noodles. I'm like, okay. So that is the least they know about COVID. But they certainly know that it kills. Yeah. And also the shape of COVID was a bit mesmerizing. Like they wanted to pay attention and know. Now they would listen to Luganda news. Akauka COVID-19. So the other day he asked me, "Akauka, what, Mommy, isn't that Akauka?" So why do they say COVID-19 is Akauka? So yeah, I needed to educate them there. Yes, you can. You know, it needs the same thing, but they know that it kills. Yeah.
I think for me, mine was, okay, so the way I explained it to them was COVID-19 is a flu. Like the way you get flu and cough, and because somebody else has, sneezed or you've shared something. So that's how they understand COVID-19, that it's a flu. Mm-hmm. But then, like we told them, it's such a dangerous flu that people who are older, or people who have certain conditions now, like Kaka, because their Kaka has a coughing problem and everything. So I tell them that, like, that's people who have I couldn't say pre-existing conditions, but I was just saying people who are older and their organs are a bit older than yours. Like that's what I was like. That's what I said. Their organs are like on walking sticks. Like, that's how I had to explain to them to mean that their organs are a bit older. Yes. It's a bit more dangerous to them, and sometimes they die. Mm-hmm. Now, before they were like you, like like your kids, like, where? If you don't have a mask, if you don't have, but now they've kind of progressed to, I had to take them to the progression of, no, we won't die like that. Like, even just to explain to them that the symptoms of the ones in Uganda are really a flu and a fever and a cold. Mm-hmm. So just making references. Remember that time when you're feeling so hot and your temperature was so high and your head would hurt? That's how COVID-19 comes. So I think for me, the thing was they were just so confused. Like, this COVID-19, it comes like malaria, it comes like flu, it comes like so many diseases, you know, yeah. So that's what they know about it, and that you only just have to wash your hands. They're just like,
For me also,
I have to go to hospital. Usually,
touching the nose and mouth also.
I know.
Soft parts.
Yeah.
That's soft parts.
For a while, they were like, yeah, mommy, no, COVID-19. I'm just like, we're in the house,
We're in the house together.
Like this, like, you know. Yeah.
So my son doesn't know anything about COVID. That is the truth. I think he thinks we are on one long vacation. Because when COVID hit, when they made the announcement for us to, close schools and for kids to come back home, there was just a week left for them to get holidays. So when he came home, I think in the second week, he was like, oh, mommy, we go to school. I said, no, you are still on holiday. So I have never thought to explain that the reason we are on holiday is because there is a disease. So I feel like such a horrible mother right now. But I shall not judge myself. I think I'm going to try and explain it to him. But the one thing that we've done, actually two things, is try and get him accustomed to washing the hands. I remember Ben taught him how to count to 20 when you're washing your hands. So now he just turns it into a game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, slowly. Do it slowly. So he counts up to 20 and then he knows what sanitizer is. Yes. Because it's for cleaning your hands, so he knows that when you get out of the house and come back in, you have to sanitize. When we're walking down like the stairs, I tell him, don't touch the walls, don't touch the rail. There are germs, you could fall sick. So that is as much as my 5-year-old knows about COVID. Oh, wow. We are on vacation.
I see. Until
a COVID vacay.
COVID vacay.
Yeah. My case is slightly different. First of all, the understanding of COVID is different for boys and for girls. For Asante, it's sanitize, mama, sanitize, stay away from your friends, we don't go out of the house, sanitize. Have you seen this image? But like now for the boys, I've got 3 sons. The youngest of my boys is hopefully going to be doing either medicine or biomed at university. He sat me down, gave me the statistics for smallpox, what happened, this, that, the other, and then he's like, oh, by the way, Mom, considering you've been 40 for a really long time, you are one of the most susceptible people
to COVID.
Vulnerable. As in during this period, I actually felt really old. But in my case, I won't lie to you, my children know more about COVID than I will ever know in this lifetime or the next. But you can see boys are risk takers. They will look at the risks, calculate them and say, if I do X, Y, and Z, this will be the result.
Yeah.
Girls, on the other hand, Asante takes no risks.
Yeah.
Put on your sanitizer, watch the telly, listen to the president from start to finish.
Oh, wow.
Oh Lord, she loves the president. Oh, wow. She's like, Mama. Oh. Even we talked about the sipping thing, and she's like, Mama, he's drinking. That's how he drinks.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
It's important to respect your elders.
Oh, wow.
Are you listening to what he's saying?
Or are you listening to his watering like Auntie Pumla?
Always.
Auntie Pumla, right?
Well, half the time I'm just waiting for Pumla to send the summary, and then of course WhatsApp helps fill in the others. Yes. But yeah, they look at things differently. But in my case, for sure, my children took me to school.
Wow.
That's
interesting. Of course, that's understandable because the kids are older. Whereas they're old and they're in school, kids are more inquisitive about things and learning. For Teja, I think Teja is just like he's so dramatic. This whole COVID thing, let me tell you, I'll actually start at the end. With my son, because when they locked down and schools were closed and he was leaving, when his dad was taking him, he didn't hug me, he didn't touch me. He said bye, he social distance. And me, Mom, it's only natural, I'm coming to hug. He said, no, Mom, bye. Yeah. Said bye from there. Like he felt nothing. He said our teachers told us, because I remember that COVID started when they were in school. So I think their initial contact, I think school maybe said something. We used to see on the news and then talk about it or COVID, but even at that stage, he made me buy a mask. He made me buy sanitizer. Yes. He made me buy painkillers. He said that they had told him the headache, like you can get a fever. So he said, we always have to have painkillers in the house. So he was so intrigued. So he's a really inquisitive person, but he takes his knowledge to dramatic extremes. Yeah, like he's always. So yes, I talked to him about it, but you see, he likes research. So he checked on his own because he has he has accessories to check. So he really was so interested in what is this thing that has even made them lock us out of school. So he's always asking questions and doing all sorts of things, and not educating me per se, but reminding me. He's always the one reminding me to sanitize, don't touch this, don't do that. Your mask, wash your hands. Are you staying safe? Where are you going? Make sure when I come back home from work, it was no. He's only comfortable when I've showered and we've been in the house together. Other than that, you see him like, man, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Have my whole life ahead of me.
Yeah, like help me, please. So there you have it. That's been our experience. The ladies have shared. We would really like to hear from you. How did you explain this pandemic and the effects of social distancing and the lockdown to your children? Please share with us on all our socials. Until next time, with love from Bump Love.